Well, first of all, I've got to give credit to the people who wrote the scripts. All I did was read the scripts and then illustrate the characters that the author had written about. So you want to end the interview now? Actually, there's no conversation involved, on my part at least, because I freelance, and generally I try to live in the loneliest part of the country, and so I never see or talk to anybody. That I just get at the time in the mail a script and do the characters, send them to whoever it is, probably in this case Arthur Rankin, and if I never hear anything more other than getting a check, that's the end of it. So I really don't discuss the characters or how to do a particular character. I draw what I think the script says, and that's the end of it. If I understand the question, the way I work is extremely simple. Someone does the hard work, which is writing the story and about the characters. I read that script and try to imagine what those characters might look like. And then from then on, animators take over, and so much work occurs after I draw the simple illustrations. So I never, I have nothing to say about how the animators interpret the work that I've done. So, as I say, it's going to be a tough interview. You mean why they've lasted as long as they have? I think it's a simple, appealing story. Everything depends on the original idea, and if the original idea is worthwhile, then people will follow that story for a long time. And of course, with someone like Frosty the Snowman, those people then have children and so forth. So it's lasted for a long time. I'm finished. I should. I'll do a little beep or something when I'm finished talking. And I presume this will be edited at some point. In fact, you may decide never to run it. Yes. Do you have any more questions? I'm sorry, you want me to give it back to Rick? Yes.
Hello. Yeah, there's a couple things. No, it sounds okay. Couple things that we talked about before too that we should mention is Paul and I met for the first time at this North Dallas Comic-Con. But we've worked together on various projects. He actually did the cover to my first book back in 1997, and The reason Paul Coker is such an important part of the Rankin Bass history is the look of the style that his art carries became really the Rankin Bass look, in that Arthur Rankin was looking to get a Christmas card type artwork in animation, and he did that with Frosty. And a lot of people ask why in 1969 did Rankin Bass decide to go cell animation with Frosty as opposed to their very popular stop motion Animagic. And I tell people, well, Arthur Rankin really liked the artwork that Paul was doing for Hallmark cards. The Christmas card line for Hallmark was a lot of Paul's work, and he was trying to emulate that and put it on television in such a way that it really had a nice style to it, you know, that the Hallmark cards carried. So that's really where Paul kind of fits into the history of Rankin Bass. And obviously the Heat Miser and Snow Miser characters are more popular than ever, and also this is the 45th anniversary of Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Paul designed the Burgermeister, Meisterburger, and the Winter Warlock, and all of those characters as well. He's a very modest person, so he doesn't like to expand on that hit part of the history.